We are live. Adam Hill Vending coming to you with a pretty urgent update, something that you're going to want to know and want to check out in your area. So, as the title says, this is urgent because I just received this actually a couple weeks ago. Haven't made a video on it yet though. PNC Bank. PNC Bank is the bank that we use for our business accounts here in Tampa. PNC, based out of Pittsburgh. PNC Bank is one of the top 10 financial institutions in the country. And this letter is a little bit concerning. So I'm going to read a couple of the lines from it, and then I want to, if you could, in the comments, let me know if this will happen in your area. So, again, from PNC Bank, there's some changes that are coming to your area as business and consumer in-bank transactions have been on a steady decline as customers migrate to more digital solutions. We've adapted to this changing behavior. Here it comes. Here it comes. Buckle your seatbelt. On or around February 10th, this branch will undergo a change as check cashing, cash withdrawals, cash deposits will be discontinued. Okay, you're talking about a top 10 PNC bank. Let me read that again. It's January. In February, cash checking and cash deposits with other services will be discontinued. Like, what? What does that even mean? So I gave them a call. Because obviously in the vending machine business, there's cash. Roughly they have in the Tampa Bay area maybe 10 or so branches, and there's only going to be a few, maybe two, or they didn't give me an exact number, a couple, that are going to have tellers now to where you can do that. And I did hear Chase Bank has done this. But for the vending industry, when we get into cash and we get into coins, the future, I believe, is going to be you're going to have a card reader, and it's going to be card reader only. As these banks, they've already laid out, they're narrowing, only maybe 10% of their branches will accept cash. So something that you need to be aware about in your area. Check with your local bank and make sure are coins and cash going to be discontinued in your area. So we're checking with other banks in the area. There obviously are other options, different banks that you can use. But it would be my opinion. Bookmark this. Check back with me in 5 years that the cash deposits that we see now are probably going to be it's probably going to be all digital. There might be one or two probably, but it's going to make it harder. And then the other concern that I would have with this is because they're going digital and they're getting rid of the tellers because they're saving on costs, these banks, is then now they're going to probably charge fees. That's going to be the next shoe to drop. There will be fees attached to, oh, you want to bring in $5,000 in cash and coins and deposit into this bank? Okay, well, it's going to be just like a Coinstar or something, 10%. So they're going to make it extremely unprofitable to accept cash. Now, on the positive side, I'm not going to get into conspiracy theories and all this. As more people, especially with our experience, when you have younger accounts with younger people, 70% to 80% of the transactions are Apple Pay, Tap Pay, that. So the consumer is switching to more cashless options, but it is nice to be able to, when they say cash withdrawal. So that means you can't, if I wanted to go, someone on Facebook has a vending machine for sale or something I want to buy and I want to go pull out $5,000, $10,000 in cash, no longer at these banks at this location and a number of other ones are you going to be able to pull cash out. So, conspiracies, whatever, I don't know about all that. They want to track everything and make sure that they're getting paid. IRS is going to audit your Venmo account, anything over $600. So It's just the world we're living in, but I wanted you guys to be aware and let me know if this is happening in your area. Obviously in the Tampa Bay area, Florida area, this is happening. So I'm assuming it's happening in other areas. Miranda here says it's all banks. Yep. Children with Dynamite says what? Thank you for that. Yes, banks are eliminating cash. So what I would see is the whole reason with cash, obviously, right? Why do people want cash and do vending? With any business, not just vending, cash, you can do creative things with cash that do not go into the bank. That I don't want to get banned here, so I have to be careful on how to say this. But basically, with cash, you can be more under the radar, I guess, so to say. So by putting this all digital and having a paper trail, now they're going to be able to put meat on the bone for those 80-some thousand new IRS agents that they hired. I'll say this, here at Hill Vending, we do everything above board, so we're not worried about that aspect of it. It's just being able to purchase, being able to pull cash out and being nimble. If someone's selling a route for this much and you want to do this, that's definitely concerning. And I know that we'll be able to probably get cash out. I just wonder if there's, like I said, there are going to be fees attached with this now, to where if you're using cash, if you want to take out 10,000 in cash, it's going to be a 10% fee. So then you're going to lose $1,000. I mean, then we're getting into an unfortunate situation. So I read it's part of the Basel IV Accords to be compliant. Okay, I have to look into that. Roberto in the house. Look at credit unions. Yeah, we have other banks that we use. I don't believe it's a credit union, but yeah, local banks probably would help. So just be aware of that. If you're getting started, getting into it, check and make sure, if you only have a couple banks in your area, that they do take it. 720 Vending in the house. I have Wells Fargo in Colorado, and my branches here still accept cash and change. Yeah, Wells Fargo, another top 10 financial institution. I'm sure if one of them's doing it, the rest are going to follow. So just be aware that could be coming down the pipeline. Cody in the house, what's up? Let's see. I've seen some vending machines that accept cryptocurrency. Yes. Side note, our beer vending machine, it's almost ready. Basically, the facial recognition and the credit card reader had to have a setting changed, because normally on the vending machine, you would put your money in first and then make a selection. Where this, you have to get your facial recognition first, then you put your payment, then you make a selection. So basically, it's just a simple setting that needs to be changed. But Nyack, I do have the 7% off. I recommend people get started with them, but they are slipping a little bit. I have heard that customer service, so just be aware. Just be aware of that. Let's see. Definitely concerning, but thanks for keeping us informed. Yes, absolutely. If vending doesn't work out, you could. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. So that's really all I had. Just the top 10 financial institution, just eliminating cash withdrawals and cash deposits. So no big deal. We're all good. Everything's fine. So I will keep you updated if there's anything that progresses on this, as far as maybe they reverse their position, or if fees are added, or if I find a bank that is cash friendly, vendor friendly, because at the end of the day, the margins in vending and everything that goes on with vending, you're not super, you have to watch all of your P's and Q's, and you need to be your margin conscious. So if they're going to eat into that margin with fees, that's going to affect it as well. But awesome. If you guys need help, hillvending.com/start for the free download. Obviously, we have the programs, hillvending.com/course. But remember, most importantly, until next time, Keep your drinks cold and your snacks fresh.